because one of the things that we find when working with businesses on Amazon is that people end up spending money on advertising very quickly, but there's so much you can do in the background to make your brand represented, to make your product represented before we start throwing money around. How can we get your brand noticed on Amazon? Big question. There are two words I want us to focus on: desirability and discoverability. So one of them is about making products more discoverable. You have a brand, you've got some awesome stuff. How do we make sure that people can discover it through the search bar, through search terms? Once they click on the product, we want to make it desirable. How can we make people buy the product? These are just two really different ways, using different tools, of thinking about how to sell our stuff. We need to have our products turn up in the all-important search results before people click on the listing. Now, the question is, how do we get your products discovered? Does price influence whether your product gets seen? We've got pay-per-click ads, reviews, clean images, wording, we could definitely say. Amazon recommends, yeah, so we have Amazon's choice. Search terms, keywords. Does price make a difference? That's a really interesting point. Does price make the difference in whether you're being discovered when somebody types something in? Some other things that haven't been covered out here. We've got clean images, and in this one I'd specifically say the hero image. So the first image in the search results, the main image on your product, really important. Stock. Are you in stock? If your product's not regularly in stock, if you're out of stock, you won't be seen in the search results. That's really important. It's something that people can overlook if they haven't got the processes right. Technical features. Depending on how well you've filled in all of the Amazon listing, you may or may not be able to be seen in the search results. Before we even start writing the product description, we need to focus on the hero image, staying in stock, your title with keywords in this case such as sink caddy and washing up bowl, and not premium large extra. Anything to do with vital info. There is another area which we can look at, but that comes second. So the first one is, what do people see in the search results? One of the things that we find when working with businesses on Amazon is that people end up spending money on advertising very quickly, but there's so much you can do in the background to make your brand represented, to make your product represented before we start throwing money around. So if we focused on the title, the hero image, staying in stock, your keywords, and the technical information that will allow the Amazon product comparison, there's one other area before we get to desirability and getting people to convert. The last area I want to look at in terms of how people can discover your products is the ASIN comparison chart. You can add a comparison chart at the bottom of your A+. Now, if you have a range of products, this will also allow your products to be discoverable. Unlike the Amazon comparison chart, the ASIN comparison chart, you decide which products you're going to compare. So if you have a range, we can show all the products in the range. So in terms of making sure people can discover your range and your brand, the ASIN comparison section is something you control on the A+ content, and it helps you be discovered. There are lots of ways to use it, whether we use tick boxes, whether we use words, but it's something that oftentimes brands have gone as far as the A+ content, but not used this module. And I definitely recommend you looking at it in terms of helping people discover your products. Let me come over with the rules. Okay, so the rules are: pay money for product photography. It's not wasted effort. Hero images, title with keywords, ask for reviews, fill in technical info, and stay in stock. That's the rules.